most spectacular and scenic venue in all of college football and perhaps in all of sports. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, also home to the UCLA Bruins. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we see the number 7 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bruins offense will take the first swing of the game. The battle for Los Angeles, 2 spectacular uniforms, awesome backdrop, and the battle for the victory bell, guys.
I was going to say, Reese, aesthetically, this is one of my favorite games of the year. I love when both schools wear their home unis, and they're traditional. They haven't changed very much over the years. This game's just fun to watch in every sense of the word.
Fun for the fans, too, because they don't have to go anywhere. And you know what else is always cool? You tune in this game late in the season. What do you get? Great weather, too. I mean, it makes me jealous every year watching this football.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. The give to the back. Discards a man. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Historically, the Trojans have been the powerhouse in this rivalry, but last season it was UCLA in a blowout.
And that is not something USC is accustomed to. They want to own this rivalry. They think they own UCLA. They will have some extra fire behind them today.
Yeah, and that UCLA blowout last year really helped the Bruins in recruiting, too. Remember, these two schools, they recruit the same kids here in Los Angeles, in the state of California, and nationally as well. It would be massive if UCLA could beat USC again and make it back-to-back.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The running back has it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On second down, wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Ball in the air, intercepted.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
So the USC Trojans offense will get the ball for the first time. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
The quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Going for a big play right off the bat. He's got it down the right side. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Trojans!
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Bruins want to move quickly.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
After that last completion, it's second down. They'll run play action. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Fires to the tight end. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Good right down the boulevard. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They torch this defense with an explosive passing play for us. Time to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Can anyone catch him? And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Got out of trouble and throws. Tight end finds a soft spot. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. On 3rd down, going up top. And the pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
Looking deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, USC.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback on the keeper. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Complete downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just the quarterbacks looking sweet. McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
They'll go right back to him. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Quick completion on the out route. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Unleashes one deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. He'll take another shot here. Pulls it in on the right. Running toward the tape. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they could not have finished with more style. An 87-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. The hand to the running back. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Now he's looking to throw it. Finds his big tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. And the Bruins will keep this drive going. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He leaves it with his back. At the 45 on his way. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the Bruins will have a first down. No huddle here for the offense. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know what people forget? Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about...
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Bruins! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Unloads it left. Got his man all by himself. All kinds of running room. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. From the gun, the ground game. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the Trojans get enough to move the chains.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Power football with the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Keeps it on the bootleg. Buys a little time with his feet. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The Trojans get enough for the first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Going to the running game. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, UCLA. And the defense doing work. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Trojans. The Bruins stretch out that lead, and they look like a team ready to ring the victory bell.
I think momentum's a real thing when UCLA and USC play each other, but that Bruins touchdown here in the second half, it's giving them a lot of life, David.
Yeah, and it's getting them excited, the fans excited. They know what this rivalry means. They know what a win will mean, and they know they can ring that victory bell.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk, but this has been a very close game. They're up by a field goal over Missouri. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
He wants to pass it on second down. Finds his big tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Going up top on first down. He makes the connection.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
The give to the right. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Bruins! And here they come, almost all the way back. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going to happen. Nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. It's complete on the right side. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Working that left side now. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
Pocket starts to collapse. He's got it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Comes out throwing on first down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide out in motion. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Lets it fly on the move. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. He has been open all day, and the key to making him a Trojan legend is to just feed him the ball.
And the key to every USC team is finding the playmakers, giving them the football, giving them a chance. If they're covered, they're open. If it's man, they're open. If it's zone, they're open. Feed those star wide receivers.
Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. The run and the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
UCLA, 34.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
It's now 2nd down after the short completion.
42 Spider. 4.
He's looking to throw. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry up.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. He's looking downfield to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. The 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, USC. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Marshall. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gonna take a shot. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He's brought down at the 18.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. The give to the tailback. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Fires to the right. He caught it. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.